Hi, I'm Charles King, and welcome to our Pueblo Pottery series. Today, we're going to talk about the pottery of Tony Day.
Tony was born in 1940 to Popovida and his wife, Anita. He was a grandson of famous San Ildefonso potter Maria Martinez. He entered the Navy, and when he returned home, he decided he wanted to be a painter. However, in 1966, he moved in with his grandmother, Maria, and she said he needed to learn how to make pottery. In 1967, at his first exhibition at Gallup Intertribal Ceremonials, he not only won awards for all of his pieces, but new categories were created to accommodate his new creative style.
Tony Day was one of the first male Pueblo potters and designers. He was highly influenced by the Mimbres pottery of southern New Mexico from the 1100s.
Tony was fascinated throughout his life by the ancient Mimbres pottery. The spirit animals he created on his pieces reflected a similar style and aesthetic.
Each piece would be coil-built, stone-polished, and the designs etched into the surface of the clay. He would spend hours etching in the designs before firing, so that the lines would be perfect.
From 1967 to 71, Tony created both gunmetal-fired black and red polished vessels.
Tony was famous for his black-and-sienna firings. For these pieces, it would first be fired black. Then, it would be reheated on the rim to create the sienna coloration.
The black-and-sienna pottery became one of his most sought-after styles. While he would etch the pieces before they were fired, all the stones and hei-shi beads were added after.
Tony made less than 15 full sienna pieces during his short career. The piece was first fired black and then refired a second time. This was a risky process, as the refiring would have to be at a higher temperature and the piece would often break. The result, however, was this beautiful caramel coloration.
The sienna coloration is some of Tony's rarest work. Tony called himself the modern Indian, saying that the more outrageous you are, the more people will notice you. He would often go to shows impeccably dressed in his iconic white buckskin suit. In 1974, his pottery was featured on the cover of the famous Arizona Highways issue on Native American art. Throughout the 1970s, Tony's work became more complicated, with intricately carved designs and iconic animal figures like bears, turtles, lizards, and owls. Tony said he only made about 30 pieces a year. With a short career of less than 15 years, that means there are less than 450 pieces total. By 1980, his work had less polished surfaces, and he had buffed the matte areas to give them a leather-like appearance. In 1980, his grandmother Maria Martinez passed away. She had always remained a source of inspiration. In 1982, Tony was injured in a motorcycle accident and was no longer able to make pottery. His artistic career was cut short, although he lived until 2008. Today, many of Tony's pieces can be found in museums worldwide and in private collections. They are among the most sought after among collectors for their scarcity and creative beauty.
Tony would always sign his pieces with his stylized D.A. on the bottom, deeply carved into the clay. I hope you enjoyed learning more about Tony Day. For a complete history of his life and pottery, check out the book I wrote with Richard Spivey, The Life and Art of Tony Day. It is available on our website, kinggalleries.com, on the Tony Day page. To see his pieces in person, visit us at our galleries in Scottsdale and San Diego.